joined Lesperance and I became the first education specialist for the virtual university for small states of the Commonwealth in January 2009. Prior to this, and basically since the virtual university started, it was under knowledge management and ICT, and my colleague Paul West was responsible for this initiative. I would like to commend him for his work with regards to the virtual university for small states of the Commonwealth. Let me start with the historical background for the virtual university for small states of the Commonwealth, more commonly known by its acronym VUSSC or VUSSC. The idea of the VUSSC was conceived when Commonwealth education ministers held their triennial meeting in 2000. The year 2000 saw a strong focus on educational development. These developments created a tantalizing dilemma for Commonwealth education ministers when they met at the end of 2000. The Dakar goals and the Millennium Declaration put pressure on them to increase access to education at all levels. New information and communication technologies threaten to make traditional approaches to teaching and learning obsolete, but also promised novel ways of expanding education. The ministers thought by working together as small states, they could nurture an indigenous capacity for online learning that would enable them to harness these new developments for the benefits of their people. The mechanisms would be what they called the virtual university for small states of the Commonwealth. Based on preliminary findings, COL decided to build VUSSC from the bottom up by focusing on capacity building in the small states. The focus switched from creating something new to building up institutional capacities that already existed. The aims were to build the capacity of existing institutions by collaboratively developing teaching and learning materials, to support the creation of accreditation mechanisms, and to facilitate the exchange of educational programs among small states and others. COL decided to get small states to hold face-to-face course development and training workshops attended by academics from all interested countries. Educators were trained in writing distance learning materials using online collaboration platforms in intensive face-to-face workshops lasting 3 weeks. When the people trained in the workshops return home, they continue to train and collaborate online to develop courses. Furthermore, they had a multiply effect because they were required to share their new skills and knowledge with other colleagues in their home institutions. In August 2006, COL hosted its first training and materials development workshop in Mauritius for educators from 14 Commonwealth small states. Each of the training workshops has brought together a range of educators from a particular topic area selected from the list agreed by policymakers. 6 of these workshops have been held to date, each hosted by one of the small states. By February 2009, all 32 Commonwealth small states, which represent 2/3 of the Commonwealth membership, had decided to participate in the VUSSC, and more than 130 people had taken part in workshops facilitated by COL. National institutions that would like to offer educational courses or programs co-branded with VUSSC go through a process of having the materials or programs approved within their institutions by the National Qualifications Authority, and where applicable, the Regional Qualifications Authority. Programs and courses that meet these requirements are posted with their accreditation status on a VUSSC website. This process of encouraging the transfer of courses, qualifications and learners between countries is being facilitated by a credit transfer process through a transnational qualifications framework, TQF. The TQF, which is the first of its kind, is a 10-level framework. It is not meant to replace existing qualifications frameworks in small states. It is rather a translation instrument between the systems in different countries and regions to give momentum to the transfer of courses, qualifications, and learners between countries. It will also provide a means by which qualification frameworks can be compared and allow for referencing on all qualifications to the TQF levels. A VUSSC Management Committee is now directing VUSSC activities. The committee has 6 members representing all regions of the Commonwealth. In addition to the VUSSC Management Committee, there is also a TQF committee. Both of these committees report back every 2 years to government officials who work as country interlocutors for VUSSC. Don't forget, you can find more information on VUSSC on COL's and VUSSC websites. Thank you for your time.